Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Maston, and welcome to the DIY Wrestling Podcast for Ultima Lucha 3. My friend's phone went off. Ultima Lucha 3, Part 2. Part 2, Night 2, however you want to put it, for 2017. And tonight we're going to be talking about the 3 matches that went down here. And these matches were the For You Unique Opportunity Battle Royal, Ivelisse and Katrina, and the Battle Royal, Ivelisse, Katrina, and Marty and Phoenix. And I'm pretty sure by the reaction to my face, you guys can already tell where Marty and Phoenix went, right? So this is what happens, right? So tonight I tuned in to watch the show, and I fell asleep. Like my mind kicked in and just like, Lucha Underground's on. Like I was taking a nap before Lucha, right? Mine just, Lucha TV on now. And then I turned it back on, and it's like 8:13. There's a commercial on, and then I go right back to sleep. Like about 8:40, see the main event. So I seen everything backwards to forwards first. So I seen the main event and missed everything else that went along with it. And then otherwise, El Rey plays the replay, like the direct replay at 9 o'clock. So I eventually went on and seen it anyway. So thank goodness for El Rey in that regard. And you know what? We're going to jump into the show. So the first thing we get here tonight is Ivelisse arguing with Jeremiah Crane. And she's like, oh, who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Who are you in love with? He's like, you know what? I met her when I was a kid. It's Katrina. And then basically she said, I don't need you. She's like, I don't need this at all. Like, I don't need a man at all. And then, what do you call it? It led to him basically calling her a bitch, and she super kicked him to the point where he flew back into a locker, right? So, I mean, there's that, right? Okay. So, we get to the ring, and we get to the For Unique Opportunity Battle Royal. And I am sorry. I really am. But I do not get what the big deal is. Okay, like, I watched season 1, right? Like, I watched all of season 1 at this point. And it's just like, I don't, like, it's just like one of those things where it's over in Mexico. Oh, excuse me. But Pimp Vanilla Escalarte, if I'm pronouncing the last part of that wrong, I'm butchering it wrong. Sorry, I guess. But Pimp Vanilla, like, why? Just why bring Pimp Vanilla back? Like, why? What was the point of this, right? I mean, that's just really all I wanted to say on that note. Like, it's just like I've never been bothered by something in Lucha Underground so bad. Like, even Sexy Star doesn't bother me this bad. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the first match of the evening. Like I said, which was the Battle Royal here. It eventually comes down to Ricky Mundo. I want to say Mandel, but Ricky Mundo is the proper way to say it. It eventually comes down to Ricky Mundo, PJ Black, and the Mac. So I guess the Mac gets the best form of a comeuppance that he can get against, not against, but with Worldwide Underground. I mean, like, no, I'm sorry, yeah, against Worldwide Underground, because this is the best that he can get, honestly, because he's not winning the world title, anything like that. But aside from the Mac and everything else that comes with the Mac, this honestly, I honestly almost said it was filler. Like, because the Battle Royal was honestly nothing spectacular, right? But the thing is, the Battle Royal was nothing spectacular, but at the same time, it was perfectly fine for me, because the Mac won, and Dario saying, "Hey, you know what? You're gonna get a Lucha Underground Trios Championship match," but because there's always a catch with Dario Cueto, you're gonna be teaming up with 2 guys who can't stand each other, Dante Fox and Killshot, who probably can't even move at this point because of the hell of war that they went through last week. Literally, the match was called the Hell of War. If you didn't see it, I honestly suggest you go back, watch it, and just Just lock your eyes. Just watch that shit, right? Okay. So let's move on here. I mean, actually, no. My thoughts on the whole Dante kill shot thing, by the way, it's just like we all knew at some point we all knew they had to be teaming back up, right? Like, is this gonna be one of those things where it's like the Mac is the weird dude in the fucking middle of two guys who just can't stand each other? Like, is this what they're running with? Like, I mean, like, I have no real issues with it. It's just like, it's just weird. Like, it's weird that the guy they chose for this is the Mac, right? Like, if he was healthy, and I don't know his status, but Angelico would have been perfect for this. Like, absolutely perfect for this. But, I mean, I guess not. But we move forward. We get Ivelisse. Excuse me. Ivelisse versus Katrina. This match was brutal. And like, I guess the story of it was like, after as long as it's built, there wasn't really gonna be any like significant amount of wrestling in this match. It was gonna be like all just like Smash Mouth style, just beat your fucking face in type of action. And at the same time, I'm okay with that if it covers up Katrina's deficiencies in the ring. Okay, cool. But the result, I'm not a fan of. But I don't have to be a fan of it. I just have to be entertained. Ivelisse get the win, but Jeremiah Crane did attack her, and he hit her with what I believe was a fucking hammer. So there's that. So maybe later in the Jeremiah Crane match, we should expect a Ivelisse interference. Maybe, maybe not. And I think Jeremiah Crane's headed into something with Ivelisse, so you can probably rule him out of getting the gauntlet, right? Right. Okay. So after this, like I said, the match itself was just like brutal. It did what it needed to do. I was entertained by it, and Katrina did like take the L, but it's whatever. She still has Mill. She still has Mill. And at the end of the match, after when Jeremiah came out and hit her with the with the hammer, Katrina lost the rock and the stone, and it looked like she was gonna lose the stone. Ivelisse, because she had no way to get the stone because Ivelisse, she was still back in the ring. Ivelisse would have probably kicked her fucking face in, right? So that being said, Evie, she took that. Yeah, she took W. So whatever, right? But I'm just interested to see where this whole Jeremiah Crane thing goes. I've circled this enough at this point. I'm just really interested to see where this whole Jeremiah Crane thing goes. Because he kind of sort of cheated. Because he's kind of sort of like kissed / creepfully accidentally made out with Katrina. But like I said, we can't talk about it till we find out more. Okay. So we're going to move on here. And we're going to get... What's next here? Yeah. I was trying to think if we had any cinematics in between this. We did not. Up next to the main event, which is... That's Los Santos. Phoenix versus Marty the Moth. And this is annoying. God. So we all love seeing Phoenix get his ass kicked and rise from above the ashes, right? That was Phoenix's thing, right? Yeah, well, in this match it was hair versus mask, and I mean, Marty losing his hair, that's not a big fucking deal, right? You think that's just not a deal? That's something you just don't care about, right? Marty lost his hair, but he lost the Ultima Lucha match, and it's we built this man up in his love for Melissa and all this and that and blah blah blah. And then at some point in the match, when Marty's getting scissors and he's about to cut Phoenix's mask apart, Melissa gets on the apron. And there are a bunch of bloody, gory spots in this shit too, where Phoenix got busted by Marty. And I love the visual of Phoenix being busted open and bleeding and looking like he can't win. But for once, it would have been really cool to see. And I'm not even just saying this as a Marty fan. It would have been really cool to see him not win. Phoenix not win. He tries all this shit, puts his all into everything, just does not win for once. Maybe he loses his mask. Yeah. But then once again, I don't know. It just probably like it makes Phoenix seem like there's nowhere he can go from here. He's brought shame and honor to himself, and excuse me, and all that shit. So there's that. So I guess Phoenix probably had to lose. So all right, fine. I mean to win. So all right, fine. But you know what? And before he did win, Melissa, when he's about to do what he did, got up on the apron. Oh no, Marty, fine. You know what? I love you. Da 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 da. I'm like, oh really? Does she really love Marty? And then she's like, she just plays Marty. Like, no, dude, I don't fucking love you. I'm here for Phoenix, and she helps Phoenix. Shit was fucking corny. I'm sorry. And then Stryker hits us with the line of, I mean, like it was a feel good moment. I'm not gonna lie, like it wasn't like corny, like bad, but it's just like Stryker hits us the feel good moment line, like behind every great man there is a great woman, and love conquers overall with Phoenix and like Stryker. I don't even blame you. I'm just a Marty fan. I'm a fucking mark at this point, dude. Like you can't fucking blame me for wanting Marty to win that match. But then it gets even worse. As she loses, he backs up the stairs. Melissa Santos calls this man out. She's like, come on, Marty. Don't be a pussy. So at that point, Marty has to go back down, right? He's like, nah. I'm keeping my fucking hair. No. He gets whacked with a chair from behind by his own fucking sister, Mariposa. Like, come on, dude. Like, all this is just fucked up, man. All this is... Whatever. So they handcuff him to, well, Melissa handcuffs him to the guardrail. Like, not guardrail, one of the railings above the stairs. And they handcuff both his arms, and they basically fucking... They handcuff him, and they cut his hair. And that's what ended the show. It's just, like, it was a really good show from an in-ring standpoint. Right? Like the first match was whatever. The second and third matches were really like the second match was like it was good. The third match was really good from an in-ring perspective. And then the thing is, Marty just R.I.P. Marty's hair. Is what it is. So that's pretty much that. I mean, like I said, it was an entertaining show. Like, what do you call it? I don't have to be happy with all the results. I just have to be entertained. And that is what they did with part 2 of Ultima Lucha 3. But next week, I think the point of where I'm most intrigued to come back is for the triple threat between Mill, Cage, and Jeremiah for the gauntlet. I think that's my most interested point of emphasis. From just like, I need to see that shit ASAP. But you know what? I've drowned on enough. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the Daily Wrestling Podcast. Remember, if you did, to leave a like on this video. If you already haven't, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, we need to grow the community. Because at some point here, I probably have to make a channel update in regards to what I'm doing. Because, as you guys know, I'm only reviewing main roster pay-per-views at this point in time for WWE. And Lucha Underground has literally 2 weeks left. So I got to figure shit out, and I got to figure shit out fast. Oh, yeah, by the way, that Trios Championship match between Dante Fox, Killshot, and the Mac, and Vibara, Pendar, and Drago happens next week. So that's something to bring you back, along with the triple threat. So, you know, that's what it is. So, hope you guys did enjoy this. Like I said, remember to leave a like on this video if you already haven't. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that Lucha Underground goodness on my channel, baby. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. See it.